Inside the glass towers of Wilson Tech Industries in New York City, the morning rush never stopped. Employees moved like clockwork through shining corridors, unaware that behind the polished walls, stories of struggle and survival quietly unfolded every single day among cleaners, assistants, and overlooked workers. Emma Carter, a single mother, worked as a cleaning staff member in the executive wing. Every night she stayed late to finish extra shifts, hoping to secure enough money for her 6-year-old daughter, Lily. Her hands were always tired, but her determination never faded no matter how hard life became. Lily often waited after school in a small corner near the building's reception. She would sit quietly with her worn-out teddy bear, watching her mother through the glass doors. The world around her felt too big, too cold, and too fast for someone so young to understand fully. That particular evening, heavy rain poured over New York City streets, reflecting neon lights across wet pavement. Emma was assigned to clean the top executive floor, where important meetings were held. She moved carefully, trying not to disturb the ongoing discussions inside the CEO conference room nearby. Inside that room sat Daniel Wilson, a powerful and strict leader known for making difficult business decisions. His voice carried authority as he discussed company restructuring plans. Employees listened nervously, knowing layoffs were being considered for the upcoming quarter. Lily had been brought inside the building earlier because her babysitter had cancelled last minute. Emma had no choice but to keep her daughter close. She warned Lily to stay quiet and not wander. But children's curiosity is unpredictable, especially in unfamiliar and intimidating environments like this. While Emma cleaned the hallway near the conference room, Lily slowly stepped away, drawn by voices she could not understand. The large wooden door was slightly open, and through the gap she saw men and women in suits speaking seriously about jobs, salaries, and terminations. Lily's heart tightened when she heard the word layoff. She did not fully understand it, but she understood fear. She looked around for her mother and saw Emma in the distance, unaware that her daughter had wandered into one of the most important rooms in the building. With small, trembling steps, Lily pushed the door open wider. The room instantly became silent as her tiny presence disrupted the formal atmosphere. Her eyes searched for comfort, but instead she saw the cold expressions of executives and the sharp gaze of the CEO. Before anyone could react, Lily whispered softly, her voice shaking but clear enough to echo in the silence. "Please don't fire Mommy." The entire room froze, as if time itself had stopped, while the innocent words of a child changed the weight of the meeting completely. The silence in the conference room of Wilson Tech Industries felt heavier than the rain outside in New York City. Every executive stared at the small girl who had just spoken. Lily's voice still echoed in the room, fragile yet powerful enough to freeze even the most confident leaders. Daniel Wilson slowly leaned forward, his sharp expression softening for the first time that day. He was used to business risks, numbers, and cold decisions, but not innocence standing in front of him, asking for mercy in the form of a child's trembling words. Emma Carter rushed into the room moments later, breathless and terrified. She immediately pulled Lily behind her, apologizing repeatedly. Her voice shook as she explained that her daughter had not meant to interrupt anything important. Fear of losing her job was written clearly on her exhausted face. Daniel raised his hand, signaling silence. Instead of anger, his eyes stayed fixed on Lily, who was now hiding behind her mother's leg. He noticed how tightly Emma held her daughter, as if she was protecting her only reason to survive in this difficult world. The CEO asked Emma to step aside for a moment. The room remained silent as she hesitated, unsure whether she was about to be fired. Her heart pounded as she slowly walked toward the center, leaving Lily standing nervously near the door. Daniel began reviewing the situation in his mind. He had entered the meeting ready to cut costs and reduce staff. But now the decision felt different. The innocence of the child had disrupted something deeper inside him that he had ignored for years. After the meeting ended, Daniel quietly requested Emma's employee records. He spent the evening reading her file carefully, discovering her consistent attendance, overtime hours, and dedication. She had been working 2 jobs just to support her daughter without ever complaining. The next morning, Emma was called to the executive office. She walked in with trembling steps, expecting the worst. Lily held her hand tightly, refusing to let go, sensing her mother's fear even without understanding the reason behind it. Daniel stood near the window, overlooking the city skyline. Instead of firing her, he offered Emma a permanent supervisory position with better salary, healthcare benefits, and flexible hours. His voice was calm but firm, leaving no room for doubt. Emma broke down in tears, overwhelmed by relief and gratitude. Lily ran forward and hugged Daniel tightly, smiling for the first time in days. In that moment, fear was replaced with hope, and a small whisper had changed both their futures forever.